Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Jaguars are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Texans, who will need to be sharp on offense.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd run, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. A give to the fullback on the dive. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 91 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds Stills, complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience, and now they get to demand production?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eli Harold in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Back to throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Set. Green, 39.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, yeah.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They'll set up to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have... Oh.
Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Carry for Foreman across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down. That will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
He'll drop to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They go play action here on 1st down. Where is this play? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sean Robinson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. All right, here we go. Got three. Three down.
On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run again with Foreman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now back to throw. Being chased down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be incomplete. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Play clock winding down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll set up a throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 51 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Boom, Landy. Boom, Landy.
Slot man moves right.
No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Set!
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set! Green, 39! Over!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39!
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now Foreman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go now. Like that, Philly.
They'll run with Foreman, and not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back to throw now on first down. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll look to throw here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw here. Just keeping the play. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Green. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind.